The history of the legal profession in India can be traced back to the establishment of the first British court in Bombay in 1672. Prior to the establishment of the mayor's courts in 1726 in Madras and Calcutta, there were no legal practitioners. The admission of attorneys was placed in the hands of the governor in council and not with the court. In contrast to the courts in the presidency towns, the legal profession in the mofussil towns was established, guided, and controlled by legislation. In the Diwani courts, legal practice was neither recognized nor controlled, and practice was carried on by vakils and agents. In 1862, the High Courts started by the Crown were established at Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras. Each of the High Courts was given the power to make rules for the qualifications of proper persons, advocates, vakils, and attorneys at bar. The admission of vakils to practice before the High Courts ended the monopoly that the barristers had enjoyed in the Supreme Courts. It greatly extended the practice and prestige of the Indian lawyers by giving them opportunities and privileges equal to those enjoyed for many years by the English lawyers. The Legal Practitioners Act of 1879 brought all legal professionals into one system under the jurisdiction of the High Courts. The Legal Practitioners Act and the letter patent of the High Courts formed the chief legislative governance of legal practitioners in the subordinate courts in the country until the Advocates Act 1961 was enacted. In fact, Sir Sundar Lal, Jogendranath Chaudhary, Ram Prasad, and Motilal Nehru were all vakils who were raised to the rank of an advocate. On the recommendations of the Indian Bar Committee, the Indian Bar Councils Act 1926 was passed to unify the various grades of legal practice and to provide self-government to the bars attached to various courts. The duties of the Bar Council were to decide all matters concerning legal education, qualification for enrollment, discipline and control of the profession. Our fight for freedom came to an end as Bharat woke up to freedom in the midnight of 14th August 1947. The contribution of the lawyers and jurists in this struggle for liberty, equality, justice, and truth remains unparalleled. After independence in 1951, an All India Bar Committee was constituted under the chairmanship of then Justice S.R. Das. The committee, in its report, recommended the establishment of All India Bar Council and State Bar Councils. It recommended the powers of enrollment, suspension, or the removal of advocates to the Bar Council. The central government then enacted the Advocates Act in 1961. It brought revolutionary changes in the legal profession in India. It sets out to achieve the utility and dignity of the profession of law on all India basis. The preamble of the Act says that the Act amends as well as consolidates the law relating to legal practitioners. The Advocate Act 1961 contains 60 sections set out in 7 chapters. It provides for a Bar Council in each state and a Bar Council of India consisting mainly of the representatives from the state bar councils. Under the Act, a state bar council is to enroll qualified persons as advocates and prepare a roll of advocates. The advocates whose names are entered in the common roll are entitled as of right to practice in all courts in India, including the Supreme Court of India. Advocate Act 1961 has been amended many times to bring changes with the changing times and to solve practical problems faced by the Indian legal fraternity. As per the Advocates Act, the Bar Council of India consists of members elected from each state bar council and the Learned Attorney General of India and the Learned Solicitor General of India, who are ex officio members. The council elects its own chairman and vice chairman for a period of 2 years from amongst its members, who can further be re-elected. Assisted by the various committees of the council, the chairman acts as the chief executive and director of the council. Mr. Manan Kumar Mishra last year got elected as the chairman for the 6th time in a row. Eligible persons having a recognized law degree are admitted as advocates on the rolls of the state bar councils. Those admitted as advocates by any state bar council are eligible to take the All India Bar Examination, that is AIBE, which is conducted by the Bar Council of India, only after which the certificate of practice is issued. Currently, more than 26 lakh advocates are enrolled in India. On 10th April 2010, the Bar Council of India resolved to conduct an All India Bar Examination that tests an advocate's ability to practice law. So far, 17 editions of the AIBE examination have been conducted successfully, allowing law graduates to obtain their certificates of practice. The Bar Council of India has a Directorate of Legal Education for organizing, running, conducting, holding, and administering continuing legal education, teachers, training, advanced specialized professional courses, education program for Indian students seeking registration after obtaining law degree from a foreign university, research on professional legal education and standardization, seminars and workshops. The Bar Council of India Trust was created by the Bar Council of India on April 27, 1974 as a public charitable trust. The trust works towards maintaining professional standards in the legal profession, establishing law schools of excellence, and effecting improvements in legal education. The Board of Trustees of the Bar Council of India Trust comprises the Chairman of the Bar Council of India and 4 other trustees elected for a 4-year term from amongst the BCI members. In 1986, the Trust and Legal Education Committee of Bar Council of India established a university on the lines of Harvard Law School, and that became the first National Law School of India, that is NLSIU at Bangalore. The premier law school was set up with a mission to pioneer legal education reforms and to anchor the transformation of the Indian legal system through research and policy interventions. For over 30 years now, the university has irrefutably remained a leader in the field of legal education in the country and beyond. The university's Chancellor is the Chief Justice of India, and the Chairman of the Bar Council of India is the Chairman of the General Council. Since 1981, the Trust has also been conducting the National Moot Court Competition of the Bar Council of India, promoting advocacy skills amongst law students. It sees record participation of law students and universities. Since 1972, the Trust also runs a quarterly journal by the name of Indian Bar Review, which is rated among the top legal periodicals in the country. The journal keeps the judiciary, lawyers, students, and the academics informed about the latest trends, developments, and scholarship in the field of law and legal education. In 2022, Trust, grown as BCI Trust, created and established the India International University of Legal Education and Research, that is IIULER, at Goa. The IIULER, spread over a sprawling 50-acre campus, which is a world-class and first of its kind international legal education institute in the country. The state-of-the-art international university is having statutory constituent. Visitors of the university is the Honorable Chief Justice of India and two Honorable Judges, Supreme Court of India, are the member trustees. The BCI Trust is invested heavily in updating the knowledge and skills of practicing advocates and promoting specialization in professional services. Workshops and training sessions are organized regularly in various parts of the country to help advocates and law students develop their skills in a variety of legal topics. The Trust has also assembled high quality reading materials on all these subjects. Recently, in 2023, the Bar Council of India has notified Bar Council of India rules for registration and regulation of foreign lawyers and foreign law firms in India. These rules open entry for foreign lawyers and law firms in India in the legal practice. This step would go a long way in boosting the growth of legal profession or domain in India as well as to the benefit of lawyers in India. Later in June 2023, in a historic meeting in London, the chairman Bar Council of India signed MOU with Chair of Bar Council of England and Wales as well as President of Law Society of England and Wales for an exchange program of lawyers and students for training and learning about each other's jurisdiction. Thank you all. We wish and hope you have an enriching experience at the International Lawyers Conference 2023.